Hi guys, welcome to your yin practice. Feet the yogi cat once more. So this is just a mini yin practice that you can do at any time. I have my phone with me just as the little timer. You will need 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's fine. You may not even, depending on how tight or flexible the body is, you may not need them. So we're going to find a cross-leg position and go into that first position, that natural cross leg. Doesn't matter which leg's on top, as we're going to do the other side. We'll place the blocks like this. If you have a bolster, you can also use your bolster, one of these. If you have your bolster, say if we're going to bring our forehead on the block. So if your forehead isn't coming down on the bolster, then on the block, sorry, you can put the bolster so it's a little bit higher up like this. I'm going to demo, oh sorry, that's the zip. I'm going to demo with the blocks. So pop your blocks like this. Can you see that in the camera? If you can't, it's like this and like this, stacked on top of one another. Good. So you can either keep the hands out to the side or reach the arms out in front. Let's take a full breath in. Then as you exhale, we start to fold forwards and down. Now, if your forehead doesn't come down to the blocks, that is fine. Just fold yourself in this position and send the breath deeper into the back of the lungs, the back of the ribs. Then if and when the body gets a little heavier, the hips open up a little more, maybe you can get the forehead to come and rest down on your prop. Again, it's not the aim, but if you get there, allow the body to fully surrender. We're going to do our postures for 2 minutes on each one. So just enough time for you to ground down into the space, ground down through the hips. Find the length in the back of the spine. Staying connected to breath. Noticing how you soften on each breath out. If you have got the head in contact with something, could you soften the space around the neck? As you breathe out, could you soften the space around the hips? Good. Take a deeper breath in. And as you exhale, let's start to lift ourselves all the way back up. Just allow the head to stack back on top of the shoulders, maybe the hands to thighs. Just allow the body to re-lengthen, realign. And then let's come and cross our legs in the opposite direction. So other leg is now on top. Maybe it feels a little bit unnatural, that is fine. Get yourself nice and comfortable, equal weight in both sides of the hips. Let's take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, come and fold yourself forwards and down once more. And again, just taking time to find the fold, find the space. Maybe you can find the stretch in a different place as opposed to on the other side. Maybe this feels like a more unnatural position. We tend to cross our legs in the same way every time, so just try to find that softness and ease in the lower body. If you hear a bit of clunking noise, it's my cat, or one of them. She's got a cone on her head, so I do apologise. Noticing if you're holding tension anywhere that doesn't need to be. Could you relax and soften? Yeah, let's take a deeper breath in and a full breath out. Okay, start to use your hands to press yourself all the way back up, maybe bringing hands on top of thighs. And just take a few moments here to settle on in. Good, okay, when you're ready, let's move the props out to one side. You're going to come and lay down on your belly. Lay down on your belly, and we're coming into our broken wing, so we're just stretching the whole body today. So as you lay down onto your front, start to extend the left arm out to the side. Left hand is roughly in line with your shoulder. Now you can make that smaller if and when you need to. We're going to roll all the way over onto the left side, stacking hips, stacking shoulders. And the head is down. If the head doesn't come down with ease, bring it onto a cushion or onto a block. And then use the right hand in front of you to support the body here. Now you don't have to move straight away, maybe you don't move at all, but I'll just go through the options. You can start to bend the top leg, placing the foot down to the floor and opening the knees away from one another. The more you open the knees, the deeper the stretch in that left shoulder. Maybe you're bending both the knees, feet together, bottom knee on the floor, top knee up to the sky. Maybe the right hand stays in front of you, or you can start to bring that right hand behind you into a little half bind, bending the elbow and just resting the arm behind. Wherever you are, commit to the stillness. If you need to soften, or if you've got space to go deeper, listen to your body, listen to those little signals, but try not to get the ego involved. Allow the body to tell you what it needs and what it doesn't need. You've got about 30 more seconds here, so if there is space to go into, feel free to move. Staying with those long inhales and exhales. Good, one more breath in. And deep breath out, release the hand back to the mat, re-lengthen the legs and come and roll back over onto your belly. Let's bring both hands underneath the shoulders, elbows point up and back. And then we go to the other side, so extending the right arm out to the side, come and roll all the way over onto the right side. Use the left hand in front of you to support. Feel free to stay here or bending the left knee, placing the foot to the floor. Maybe you're bending both knees. Maybe you're reaching that left arm behind you. Wherever you are, just allow the body to breathe. Allow the body to find this space. Again, make sure the head is relaxed. If it doesn't come down, use a prop. Good, last few breaths here. And then starting to re-lengthen the legs, bring the hand back down and come and roll back over onto your belly. Bring both hands underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then begin to press up and back into a child's pose. Knees can be wide or together, bringing the forehead down to rest on the floor. Just take a moment here to settle back into the body, into the hips, allow the shoulders to realign. You can keep the arms reaching forwards or bringing the hands to the feet, resting shoulders on knees, whatever feels most comfortable. Good. Okay, if the hands are by the feet, let's start to reach the arms forwards. And we start to lift up onto our downward facing dog, just as a transition. Once you get there, we start to bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Shin goes across the mat as you find your pigeon pose, coming into our hip opener. So if you need to sit on a block or a cushion, just do so, or you can lean over a cushion or a block, or bring the forehead down onto something. Starting to bring the torso down, the head down. Maybe the head stays hovering, maybe the forehead finds the floor. And just begin to settle into your space. Allow the hips to ground down. Allow the torso to ground down. See if you can keep both hip bones facing down towards the floor. And using the breath to help find this ease and softness in the body. Using the exhale to find that stillness in the body, that comfort amongst the discomfort. And be okay with a bit of discomfort here. If it turns into pain, sharp pain, then do ease out. But hip openers are a little uncomfortable, but with our yin practice, the breath teaches us, the stillness teaches us to sit with the discomfort. And finding those little breakthroughs of moments of calm, moments of stillness, moments of comfort. Good, almost there, last 30 seconds. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then let's start to come back up onto the hands and then finding your way back into either a tabletop, a child's pose, whatever you need. Just free up that space before we go to the other side. So when you're ready, tuck the toes, lift knees and hips and come back into your downward facing dog. Give the legs a little pedal out. And then let's go to the other side. Let's bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Shin goes across the mat, sliding that back leg out behind you. Again, using any props as and when you need. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, come and fold forwards and down. Just observe how it feels from right to left. See if you can still maintain with that same level of alignment and comfort in the body, using the breath, observing how different it may feel. Maybe it feels the same. Try not to label it good side, bad side. Just allowing it to be. As we all know, our bodies are not equally balanced. So we try and find the balance in the way that we enter and hold ourselves in a posture, whether it feels more intense or less intense than the other side. But still maintaining that long breath in and that long breath out. See if you can soften the muscles around the face, the eyebrows, the jaw, coming into our last 30 seconds. Good. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And coming up onto the hands, removing any props that may be underneath you, and then come and roll over onto the left side, spin all the way around. Oh, what a lovely position, Miss Lennox. Spinning all the way around and then coming to lay down on your back. And as you come down, if you need to just hug the knees in, take a little rock from side to side, any last little bit of movement just before we come into Shavasana, feel free. And whenever you're ready, if you need any extra blankets, depending on where you are, if it's cold, cooler today or warm, just get yourself comfortable. If you have any bolsters, you can place those under the back of the knees as well. And then let the palms face upwards. Take a full breath in once you get there. And a full breath out. Allow the body to settle into stillness. Now we'll leave you with a little poem into your Shavasana bliss. Cure yourself with the light of the sun and the rays of the moon, with the sound of the river and the waterfalls, with the swaying of the sea and the fluttering of birds. Heal yourself with the mint and mint leaves, with neem and eucalyptus. Sweeten yourself with lavender, rosemary and chamomile. Hug yourself with a cocoa bean and a touch of cinnamon. Put love in tea instead of sugar and take it looking at the stars. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Get strong with bare feet on the ground and with everything that is born from it. Get smarter every day by listening to your intuition, looking at the world with the eye of your forehead. Jump, dance and sing so that you live happier. Heal yourself with beautiful love. And always remember, you are the medicine. Namaste.